If you're a man over 40, there's a good chance the most common shirt in your closet is also the one quietly giving away the price tag of your outfit. You could be wearing $2,000 worth of tailoring or $200 from the mall, but this single item often tells everyone which it is. It's the shirt you wear to client lunches, casual Fridays, and weekend get-togethers. And in almost every case, it's making you look less competent, less polished, and older than you are. I'm talking about the polo shirt. Let me tell you about David, a highly successful management consultant I work with. He ran what we call the $200 versus $2,000 outfit test. He wanted to see if people could tell the difference between a look built from affordable, well-chosen pieces and one assembled from luxury labels. He wore both to client meetings over 2 weeks, alternating between the two wardrobes without telling anyone. The results shocked him. In every setting, he was treated with the same level of respect and authority, except on the days he wore his old baggy polos. "It's crazy," he told me. "I thought people noticed the logo, but what they actually notice is fit, color, and structure. When I fixed those, nobody knew what anything cost." That's when I realized the problem most men face isn't about price. It's about perception. David's barrier wasn't invisible at all. It was hanging in his closet. His go-to business casual outfit, a faded polo and passable chinos, wasn't cheap because of the brand. It looked cheap because it broke 3 simple style principles that make even a $40 polo look like it costs 10 times more. I'm going to walk you through those 3 principles right now. Pay close attention because the third one is a styling framework that fundamentally changed how I prepare for any important interaction. By the time you finish watching this, you'll understand how to pass the $200 versus $2,000 test every single time. Rule number 1. The fit that commands respect. Before we talk about labels or fabrics, this is where the illusion of expense truly begins. The single biggest difference between a $200 outfit that looks like $2,000 and one that doesn't is fit. It's not about the logo, it's about silhouette and structure. Most men over 40 fall into what I call the comfort trap. They choose loose fits, thinking they're forgiving. In reality, they're giving away authority. Those boxy, oversized polos send a subconscious message: "I've given up." On the flip side, squeezing into a tight, trendy cut looks like you're chasing youth instead of commanding presence. Neither says this man knows what he's doing. Here's how to nail that $2,000 fit on a $200 budget using 4 checkpoints. The shoulders. Seam sits exactly on the outer edge of your shoulder bone. Anything lower looks sloppy, higher looks strained. The body. The shirt should skim your frame, not hug it. 1 to 2 inches of pinch room at the torso creates clean structure. The length. The hem should hit mid-fly, no longer, no shorter. This keeps proportions intentional and balanced. The sleeves. Mid-bicep, gently hugging the arm without cutting in. When you've got these right, even a $40 polo looks tailored. You stand taller, move sharper, and give off quiet precision. That's the secret to passing the test. Not a designer tag, but disciplined fit. Rule number 2. The fabric and color advantage. Now let's talk texture and tone, where most people think price shows, but where strategy wins instead. The truth? You can replicate the look of high-end materials without spending thousands, if you understand fabric psychology. David learned this mid-test. One day he wore a white, mall-brand polo under conference lights. Thin, wrinkled, almost transparent. The next, he wore a $70 peak cotton version with structure and depth. Nobody could tell which was luxury, but everyone noticed he looked more confident. Here's what separates the $200 from $2,000 look, and it's not money. Peak cotton. That textured weave adds instant richness and body. It resists wrinkling and mimics the heft of premium shirts. Long staple cotton, Pima or Supima. Feels smoother, drapes better, and reflects light like high-end knitwear. Merino wool. The underdog fabric. It regulates temperature, never wrinkles, and always looks expensive, even if it wasn't. Color matters just as much. Build your expensive core around 3 tones that always look premium. Navy, confidence and depth. Charcoal gray, modern authority. And white, purity and precision, but only if the fabric's thick. Add accents like olive or burgundy once your foundation's strong. A cheap shirt in the right shade and weave will always outperform an expensive one in the wrong context. That's how you win the $200 versus $2,000 test, by mastering perception through texture and tone. Rule number 3. The style framework for real life. This is where you turn theory into practice, because the most expensive-looking men don't wear more expensive clothes, they assemble them better. Think of this as your nobody will know formula. Each of these combinations can be built with a $200 total, or $2,000, and they'll look identical in social power. The go-to client meeting. Navy peak polo plus dark denim plus brown loafers. Confidence and authority. Swap in designer denim if you want, nobody can tell. The modern office creative. Charcoal polo plus olive chinos plus minimalist white sneakers. It reads intentional, not effortful. Budget or luxury doesn't matter. The elevated presentation or dinner. White long staple polo plus soft blazer plus gray dress trousers plus leather shoes. This is how you outclass a room without announcing it. The polished weekend. Oliver burgundy polo plus tailored shorts plus suede loafers. Relaxed but deliberate. Effortless wealth, real or not. The secret is balance. Each outfit holds authority through fit and restraint, not through price. When you style with intention, the number on the tag becomes invisible. The final transformation. Let's return to David. 3 months after running his experiment, he called me. It's the same pitch, the same clients, he said, but they treat me differently now. Nobody knows what anything costs, and that's the point. That's the magic of the $200 versus $2,000 outfit test. When you understand fit, fabric, and styling, you create the illusion of wealth without wasting a dime. You're not faking success. You're aligning how you look with who you already are. Tomorrow morning, I want you to try it. Build a $200 version of your sharpest outfit. Then stand next to your $2,000 one in the mirror. If you've applied these principles, you'll notice something remarkable. They project the same authority. Nobody will know the difference, and that is the win.